Hi Aries, I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to your general messages for May 1st and May 7th. I'm going to be starting with astrology, pulling a spread for the transits that are going to be happening this week, then go into relationship, then career. I'm going to timestamp in the description box below for relationship and money/career. Also in the description box, you're going to find a 15% off coupon code for my Synastry reads. That's when I take your birth chart, a significant other's birth chart. I run them separately. You get a copy of that. Then I run them together. You get a copy of that and a report of the two of you together. The challenges and the gifts in your relationship. Good to know. And also I pull a couple of spreads on anything that might be going on in your relationship. Okay, so if you're interested in that, go into the description box. You get all of the details for that. Okay, so we have Mars, the 12th house, and Libra. Okay, so this is really all good. This week is going to be a lot of energy heavily influencing your second house for you Aries. Lots of second house energy, which is, what's the second house? It's money. It's things you value. It's your self-esteem, your sense of self-worth. It's the roof over your head. It really is everything that you value, okay? That you value the money that you make, okay? Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. So this first spread that I'm going to be pulling is going to be for all aspects of your life. It's not necessarily going to be for relationship or career or family. We're just going to interpret it as we go along. So you have Mars. So you may be feeling a very strong desire, you might be feeling like a very fighter energy when it comes to resources, things that matter to you, having to do with money. There's a lot of focus on this area for you. We got the sun, which does indicate self-awareness. There being a lot of focus here. Can also be something going on with a father as well. But it's this idea of becoming more self-sufficient in whatever it is that you do regarding money, regarding what it is that you bring to your life that matters to you, you know, from your home to, again, what matters to you, the food you put in your mouth, you know, everything. And also just how you feel about yourself. A lot of energy being focused on that. 12th house, we got the 12th house die here, which is all about the subconscious and the hidden and things that we're feeling like behind the scenes that we're not even really discussing. And we have two Mars energies here, which indicates sort of like a fighter energy going on. And Libra is a landlord of the 7th house of partnership, so marriage or partnership. So there can be some sort of really trying to figure out what it is that you want and what matters to you within relationship, within connection, within that business situation, whatever it is that matters to you. Again, big focus on what matters to you and things you value. So let's see what we have here. Okay, one more. Alrighty. So coming into this energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is the energy of collaboration, right? It's Mars and Capricorn. This is an energy of success, you being focused on success. I always call this the architect card, right? Because it's almost like you trying to design the blueprint for where you want to go in your life. You want to do rewarding work. You're very focused on allowing your talents to shine. You focus on successfully launching some sort of project. Some of you might be focused on home improvements or selling your home, something like that, right? But you being very focused in that direction in your life. This ability to collaborate with somebody and just move forward in a particular area. So we have the Queen of Pentacles as the situation right now, and it's being crossed by the King of Cups. So we have the Queen, we have a Queen, and we have a King crossing it. We have Mars energy, so there might be some sort of conflict that you're working through. The Queen of Pentacles, though, is if this has to do with an influence, a general influence in the situation, this could indicate marriage, something going on with marriage, or money coming to those of you who are coupled. This can indicate good financial management. This can indicate a very sensual sex life. This can indicate fertility, the ability to grow, the ability to become pregnant, the ability to grow your life, right? So really is about taking care of you, taking care of your body, your mind, your finances, all of these things that matter to you, right? And that's kind of like where you're at. It just seems like you're trying to put your ducks in a row, but you're being crossed by the King of Cups. And the King of Cups indicates that a need exists, to settle a conflict, either within yourself or with somebody else, but you're not really sure how to handle it. You're just really not sure. So some sort of conflict having to do with, it doesn't have to be money. It could also be connection. Even though we have these pentacle energies here, it could just be connection. But we have this working with the crowning energy, and the best to be achieved in the outcome is the Seven of Pentacles, which is about hard work, and hard work paying off, and being very patient, and there being a lot of potential for success. But whatever your situation is, don't give up, right? Your future self is definitely going to thank you for it. And then we have the Ace of Wands as the foundation, which is awesome. This is very auspicious for all areas of your life. This is new beginnings. So this could be a new business, a new enterprise, a new creative project, you coming up with ideas popping. This could indicate building a family, because this is a virility energy. This is a new chapter of passion for some of you, creativity, motivation, beautiful. Really nice, new, something happening. There being this definitive shift going on. But there has to be some sort of conflict settled. And I do want to say on Sunday, the 2nd, on May 2nd, there are going to be two different energies that are going on that day that I actually really like. Mercury in Taurus is going to be in your 2nd house, and it's going to be trining Pluto and Capricorn in your 10th house of career, public reputation, standing in the world. So this could have to do with anything from your career, your marriage, how people know you, right? Your fame, how people know you out in the world. So with this energy, with this trine, what I like about it is because it's got these earth energies, right? It's got Taurus and Capricorn. Even uncomfortable things are going to be easily communicated. It's very, very natural ease to discuss any situations that you have to have regarding money having to do with a career. So it's a really good energy to ask for a loan if you're new, or asking for financing. And it's a Sunday though, so do with that with what you will. But this is a very good energy to ask for a raise, present something in that, in a particular way. Now we also have Venus in Taurus, sextiling Neptune and Pisces. In your 2nd house is Venus and Taurus, and the sextile Neptune and Pisces in your 12th house. So there's an increased sensitivity, an increased feeling of passion about something that you really wish to do. I mean, you're going to be so in touch with something that you really want to do, Aries, that it's almost inescapable. So you have these two energies going on this day, where you're going to be able to ask those hard-hitting questions, have those tough conversations, while also feeling completely in touch with what it is that you really, really want to bring yourself. So do with that what you will. The energy is so supportive that day, though, of there being really good communication, unlike Monday the 3rd. Because Monday the 3rd, we have Mercury in Taurus in your 2nd house, and that's going to be squaring Jupiter and Aquarius in your 11th house. That 11th house is goals, gains, it's your 5-year plan, it's all of that. So the 2nd and 11th house, right, on Monday the 3rd, it's going to have that energy I just described, Mercury in Taurus squaring Jupiter and Aquarius, and the Sun in Taurus is going to be squaring Saturn in Aquarius, also 2nd, 11th house energy. So what does this mean? This means that you have to be really, really careful with how you express yourself regarding what it is what matters to you, money, your ideas, all of that, because you can easily rub people the wrong way. They could rub you the wrong way as well, unintentionally. It's just the communication is going to be very wonky that day. So you just want to check that the information that's coming in is accurate. Everything that you're doing is getting double checked. There are going to be challenges and blocks that can cause delays. Egos can be easily bruised in this energy. And honestly, I've been calling for all the readers. You guys are the last sign that I'm doing. I've been saying this in all the readings. Monday the 3rd, I'm calling it the to hell with it day. Because it's very highly likely that you're going to be feeling this very to hell with this attitude because of the pressure of something or the frustration and something just not working out for you. So that's going to be happening between the 2nd house of money and things that you value and the goals and gains, what your 5-year plan is, where you really want to go. So you don't be surprised if you feel pretty frustrated. Now, Monday night into Tuesday, so the 3rd into the 4th, Mercury's going into Gemini. Mercury's at home in Gemini. This is in your 3rd house, in the 3rd house for you. That's the home of Gemini. So communication is going to be really popping for you, Aries. I mean, Third house is a lot. It's not only communication, it's learning something new, it's doing business as, it's signing paperwork, it's your neighborhood, it's short distance travel. It has to do with your siblings as well. So maybe a situation going on with your siblings. But communication becomes easier and wittier and lighter in the third. So that's really going to be very beneficial for you, right? Especially on the heels of that challenging energy that was sort of happening all day Monday, right? So yeah, so I do see because there is going to be some sort of like collabing energy here, but there does need to be some sort of conflict resolve. Now, it might be as simple as you needing to look at something in a different way. And the reason I'm saying that, especially on Thursday the 6th, because Jupiter is going to be at 28 degrees in Aquarius, and it's going to be quintiling Uranus and Taurus. So that Jupiter at 28 degrees Aquarius is going to be in your 11th house, and Uranus and Taurus is going to be in your 2nd house. So you're going to be able to recognize and appreciate the uniqueness of a situation. A person, a project, a situation, or someone or something may not be exactly what you thought or what you wanted, but something that's presented may be like, oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea, or I kind of like that idea. And you have this sort of acceptance and appreciation for it. So something other than what you thought could be presented, here, which is good. And then we have Venus and Taurus trining Pluto and Capricorn between your 2nd and your 10th house on Friday the 7th, which means that something unexpected, there's going to be some sort of unexpected shakeup, but you're going to be able to stay very grounded as it happens, which is really good. That Venus and Taurus energy is really good. And having Pluto and Capricorn is good as well, right? Those earth energies are just going to be able to keep you grounded during those challenging conversations regarding your career, because Pluto is in your 10th house with Capricorn. So there's a lot of changes and necessary transformation that needs to go on in that 10th house for you. So I do see that happening. And we have this, beautiful putting hard work in with the 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus, really nice. And we have this Ace of Wands. Again, really, really great. So coming up to where you are right now, we have the King of Wands energy for you. So the King of Wands energy is great, Aries. You don't have to be perfect for something to be fantastic. This is a great energy for you to get very creative, right? Cancer and Leo is a very creative energy. Leo is very creative. It's fire energy. And Leo is the landlord of the 5th house of creativity. So just go after what you want. Don't allow the idea of perfectionism to get in your way, either of yourself, like this high expectation that you have to have something perfect, be perfect, whatever it is, or a situation that you get it going into or entertaining being perfect, because there's really no such thing, right? This is about you really being more of a free spirit, understanding, hey, nothing's perfect. I'm just going to go out and do the best I can. Let me give this a shot kind of energy. It really should be that way. So we have the energy that is external to you, that's impacting you, is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a really auspicious energy because this does indicate new beginnings, decisions, clear thinking in work, in love, any area of life, really. This is an immediate change to your circumstances for the better. You're going to be a lot more mentally agile. You're not going to be, stuck in your old ways or anything like that. You're going to be able to get over past obstacles and really getting what you want. But your challenge is feeling like you have a strong foundation in whatever it is that you're moving into, because this is your challenge. This is showing up as your challenge. 4 of Wands energy is about freedom and creativity, and you may be feeling very blocked in that way. You may be feeling like stifled. This may be because you feel like your creativity is blocked because of responsibilities in life that you have, whatever it is. You not being able to feel like you have a very strong foundation in what it is that you want to do. Because remember, this week, this time period, it's all about what matters to you, right? So you're going to have to really think about that for a second. If this has to do with relationship, this could indicate somebody new showing up and them opening up their heart and expressing love and affection, and you could be confused by this because this could be a block for you. This could also be a current marriage partner or a long-term partner saying, look, we need to have a stronger foundation. Let's move things forward. Let's get the house. Let's get married. Let's get engaged. Let's have the baby. Let's whatever it is, okay? And in order to to have a stronger foundation right together as a family, and you have this block with it. There's something going on there where you have a block about meeting the needs of somebody else to a certain extent. We have the Three of Wands as the near future energy in the near future, and this is one of the good fortune cards. This is a thriving business, very intense period. This is an indicator for a wedding or important relationship, moving on to realized plans. You might be dealing with somebody very unconventional or in an unconventional situation. That's okay. Don't hide your fabulous, because this is really great. Just make sure you stay balanced in this energy. Don't become too frenetic, especially with Mercury and Gemini. You want to try to avoid becoming too scattered, too frenetic, because this is a very tender energy, and you want to make sure you don't sabotage anything here. We have the High Priestess energy as the final outcome. So the High Priestess energy can mean a couple of things. If it has to do with career, be patient. Success is coming, but something needs time to mature, and it needs to be nurtured and cultivated, right? If you're in that space. If this has to do with relationship, you might be single. If you are, you might be just focused on yourself, right? If you are in a partnership, you and your partner might be keeping something very private. Something might be going on between you and your partner. So maybe you guys are pregnant, you don't want to tell anybody. You're getting married, you don't want to tell anybody. You're doing something that you don't want to tell anybody about. Others of you can be taking part in some sort of secret affair as well. The High Priestess energy can indicate that. But there are secrets indicated here in general, Aries. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's any malicious intent involved. You may just not have complete clarity regarding something, and you're just trying to move yourself into a space where you have greater clarity. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're being mean and holding back, but you might not have everything figured out, and you don't want to open your mouth until you have more information. As we did get the 12th house energy, I feel like there is a lot of internal work going on with you, and a lot of it has to do, I'm almost getting like a Nine of Swords energy here, where you're really trying to figure out, like, what's the right thing exactly? Where do I belong? This kind of like ruminating thought. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are feeling that way right now. Okay, so that's what we have for the general messages. Let's put these cards away. And let's go into relationship now. For a Celtic cross friend. For our Aries friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Knight of Cups. Nine of Swords. It's funny, I just said that. Just said the Nine of Swords energy. Right? King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Chariot. Okay, so we have this King of Cups. So something needs to be discussed between you and another person, or you have to settle something within yourself regarding relationship. Something is unsettled. It does seem that way. Now, some of you, if you're single, you may be meeting, if this is a person, because it's a court card, so I have to interpret it as either an influence or a person. So if this is a person, somebody who's very charismatic, very sociable, very sensitive to the needs of those that he cares about, warm, not afraid of intimacy, really great, right? But as an influence, it is this idea of needing to settle a conflict, either within yourself or with somebody else, right? It needs to be. We have this Knight of Cups energy being crossed by the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Cups, this is a proposal coming in, an idea, very emotional time within an existing relationship. Some of you might be very wrapped up in a new partner. New friends could even be entering your life right here. Now, if you're meeting somebody new, if you happen to be meeting somebody new, you want to make sure, if they're coming off as too perfect or too idealistic, saying, yeah, we want the same things, yada, yada, almost like a mirroring, they might be stuck behind a false persona. You just want to be able to tell at some point if they're able to drop it, right, and be more authentic. So just don't rush into anything if anybody seems too perfect. You know what I mean? But for the rest of you, this can indicate an offer coming in, some sort of proposal coming in. Very emotional time, but it's being crossed by the Nine of Swords. And this isn't the card of anxiety and overwhelm and worry and trouble sleeping and depression and not responding well to the external stress, because your way out of something really isn't clear. It's just really not clear. It's almost like you may have a partner saying, Aries, let's do this. And you're being like, I don't know if that's what I really want. I just don't know. Just really being stuck. Really being stuck. Now we have a King of Pentacles energy. Now the King of Pentacles is a hardworking individual. They like being in a settled relationship. They like to protect what's theirs and all of that, but doesn't have any patience for anyone who's looking to take what's his. Whether this is money, whether this is any sort of, because you have all the second house energy, it may be money or assets. If you feel like somebody's with you for money, or if you feel like, or if you're with somebody for money, or if you feel like, it doesn't have to have anything to do with money, even though it's a pentacle energy, because pentacles also mean mental, physical, emotional connection. No patience, Aries, if you feel like somebody's trying to change you. You know, if you feel like somebody's coming in and saying, no, well, this is what I think you should do with your life, da-da-da-da-da. And you're being like, I don't know. I want to be in this, but I don't know if they're going to try to change me. Some of you are going to resonate with it like that, right? These are general messages. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. And I'm speaking to the archetype of Aries. I don't know you or what's in your chart, but the archetype of Aries, definitely getting that very strong. We have as the foundation energy, the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is really, first of all, if this is an energy, because it's a core card, let's understand it. If this is a person that you're meeting, they might be really artistic. They might be a writer, very creative in a way. They can also be a player. So, however it resonates. But this could be a hardworking person nonetheless who's super creative, but they get bored easily. And then they move on to whatever attracts them next, right? So you really want to make sure that any energy that you're dealing with in relationship, that their walk matches their talk, kind of thing, right? We're getting that a couple of times, all right? But the Page of Wands can also indicate good news coming in about anything that requires negotiation. So if in your relationship you guys are experiencing something that requires negotiation, it's a very busy time, but where you guys need to have a meeting of the mind. But with the Page of Wands energy, the thing is, chances are very high that whatever you settle on, you're not going to love the outcome. You like the idea of it. It may appeal to you in theory. You may still kind of stay on, but it's not really as fabulous as you're really either looking for, or that it was, or that it was presented. I'm feeling like a very underwhelmed kind of energy here. And it might be because there are trust issues. There could very well be a lot of trust issues going on here. Now we have the Chariot as the position of you right now. This is representing you. Now the Chariot is about swift progress and change. This is also showing me that you're very determined, Aries, and I feel like that, it's definitely this second house energy. You're feeling very passionate about something, but you want to get away from anything that's toxic and towards something healthier. So this does indicate a relationship situation being expedited. So we always want to look at the cards immediately surrounding it, right? And to get an indicator, is it going away from the toxicity towards something positive, or is a relationship ending? How is that happening? And we have the King of Swords energy here. This is a little bit of a cold energy, so I'm going to pull another one, but this is impacting you here. The King of Swords is kind of cold, focused on the mind, not the heart, right? Saying, all right, I'm just going to take charge of the circumstances, do what we need to do. So let's just pull another energy and see what we have here. We have Temperance and we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so there's this attempt at negotiation. There's this attempt at hear each other. This is what I need. This is what you need. This is what the relationship needs, right? This is a Hierophant energy. You guys might be married to your partner, And in numerology, it's the Hierophant energy. It's Sagittarius in astrology, which is all about moving forward with integrity, right? And this new level of trust and patient cooperation being had in a relationship after a really volatile time period. But it's through a lot of communication and saying, okay, this is how we need to do things. But saying, you know what, I don't know. I feel like I'm very detached from the situation. So Aries, you might feel like you need to detach. You may not feel very connected to the situation. The Six of Swords allows some space to do internal work and just a moving away. So some of you may be just moving away mentally, just kind of checking out if you can't physically move away. But this does indicate some time apart. And I do see an external energy, or the energy that's surrounding you anyway, is being very sort of matter of fact about the whole thing. Now, your block right now is the Six of Cups in reverse, and this is living in the past and having unrealistic expectations, right? And this is a challenge for you right now. This is a challenge for you right now. You know, I don't know, maybe you have unrealistic expectations regarding something that is impacting the relationship, okay? Now, in the near future, we have two very powerful cards. We have the Ace of Swords and then the Three of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a really good energy. This is very auspicious for a new relationship, a new phase, right? Immediate change to the circumstances, but there's newness here. Thoughts becoming things, right? Getting over past obstacles and getting what you want. But the final outcome is the card of pain, heartbreak and pain. The pain of a truth, betrayal, depression. The clouds of doubt are going to be lifted. You can face reality. Confusion will be gone at least. And you're going to be able to move on from something. And, you know, as I always say with the Three of Swords, also kind of separate, but still sort of associated. This can also mean heart issues that may need attention to safeguard. Aries, circulatory, blood pressure, angina, AFib, something like that. You want to make sure you check in your health, especially if you're going through something very stressful. You want to make sure that you're checking yourself and you're feeling good about what it is that you're in. Okay, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but it's Three of Swords energy. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of conversation going on about money. There needs to be a different strategy as far as finances go, Aries. It does seem like that. We have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles has to do with property, family, inheritance, generosity, and support. Helping each other out. I have your back, you have mine. Someone coming from the past to offer you support. There needs to be some support. And then the Fool allows a fresh path, a new perspective. But yet I see you still in this Mars and Leo energy and Seven of Wands. You're still in this space where there are obstacles and things are challenging. And you may end up feeling like you need to fight for the relationship. And then we have Three of Pentacles here, which is about collaborating together and really needing to work very hard at something in order to make it work. You know, really needing to make it work. And we have the Knight of Wands here, things speeding up, decisions coming in. You're going to feel very fired up, but you want to make sure that this person that you're in this space with is on the same page as you and that you're speaking from a space of integrity. So important here. Okay, let's pull a couple of Healing Yourself oracles. Phoenix rising, very nice temptation. Phoenix rising. So it does seem like there's some sort of regeneration going on here, but there is a temptation involved in the mix, either by you, your partner, somebody's being tempted here. Let me just pull one more here. Pride. The idea of pride may be getting in your way. I have a very interesting energy here, I have to tell you, I'm getting from this. Aries, you just want to make sure that your ears are open and you're exercising a lot of empathy when it comes to dealing with a partner, because it does seem like either you or you may be dealing with somebody who's just very unrealistic about how things can be moving forward, and it's completely and directly impacting the relationship. So something to think about. It's only for a week. Let's see what happens next week, but that's what I'm seeing for that. But being like almost like laser focused on what it is that you want, need, and desire. Okay. Now let's see what's going on for the money situation. So because of all the second house energy, curious to see what comes out for you, right, in this area. So this could be having to do with the work that you're doing, an insurance payout, a settlement, an investment of any kind. Yeah, anything like that, you know, anything, stock market even, anything like that. Knight of Cups, okay, proposal coming in and it being successful. Okay, good. Ten of Pentacles, being very focused on your family. Two of Pentacles, being very confused. Eight of Pentacles, focusing on mastering your craft, whatever that is. Okay, coming into this energy. Really trying to, again, master your craft. This is focusing on responsibilities in a really diligent and hardworking way. Money or connection is on its way as a result of your previous efforts. There could be an opportunity for furthering your education or adding to your skill set in some way, but just make sure there's a logical and diligent approach that's very much needed here. Now, we have the Knight of Cups. This is good energy because this is some sort of offer coming in, which is really nice. And that's being crossed, though, by the Six of Wands. Now, I like the Six of Wands, except it's crossing this proposal. So there's something questionable about if what it is that somebody might be proposing to you right now regarding something, that it could be successful. Because there may be some blockage here. There's some blockage having to do with it right now. It's a minor arcana, you know, really at the end of the day, it is that. But you might be giving up on something. You might end up being feeling compromised in your confidence. You're like, you know what, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. You have to be careful, right, of that Monday the 3rd, like the to hell with this energy. That might be happening here. Now we have as the crowning energy, and the best to be achieved is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about family, maturity, deepening of a commitment, having to do with a business, some sort of partnership, you know, that you're working with, somebody that you're in business with, having shared values, the same vision as you. This could also have to do with property, legacy, inheritance might be playing into this somehow, and the idea of sharing an inheritance, something like that. But the Ten of Pentacles, it's whatever it is, it has to do with family in some way. So family may even be helping you out. Family might be helping you out purchase a home. They might be helping you get through some sort of financial challenge that you're in. They might, you know, something like that. Or some of you may be dealing with inheritance from a family kind of thing. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So Two of Pentacles, negotiation. You need to make a decision regarding more than one path. You feel a sense of lack, either in money or feeling connected to whatever it is that you're doing, and you have to figure out which pentacle are you going to put down. Which path are you going to go on? Which decision are you going to do? We have you right now as Three of Pentacles, which is, you know, again, nice. I mean, this is collaborating, success, right? It's rewarding work, allowing your talents to shine, something, launching something, getting something out there. You're very ready to do that. You're very ready to show yourself to the world. And then we have the World card. Now, this could just be the general energetic influence surrounding you where you feel like, you know what, I've learned my lessons. I'm just ready to achieve my goals. This could indicate a new position, a promotion, some sort of rise in your status. But your challenge here is the Empress. So the Empress, for those of you who are men, this could be your wife, this could be the mother of your child. For females, the block here could be the fact that you really want to do something, go after something, but you have to think about your children. For a lot of you, it could be that. This is a straight up Venus energy, but the Empress is the mother of the tarot. So we always say that first, right? Or I do anyway. But this is about growth, and this could be your block as well, feeling like you really want to do something, but something is getting in your way. So whether it's responsibilities, whether it's just an inability to grow in the way that you really feel like you should be in a field. And it's a frustrating energy, Aries, because you know what you bring to the table. you know, you can feel it down to your bones that you have talents, that you have gifts, you have all of these abilities. And it's so frustrating because you feel like why isn't anyone recognizing me the way? And this sounds very self-indulgent, and I don't mean it like that, but in the way that you know you deserve or that you should. And the idea here is keep your mind open. You might not be getting where you need to be on such the direct path that you have envisioned for yourself. Spirit's really funny like that. Sometimes things will be put in our path to give us a crooked path, but the path that we need to go nonetheless to get to where we want to go. So we have the strength energy is the near future. Strength is Leo. Leo is the energy of creativity. It's that 5th house. Yeah. Now you might be experiencing some tensions at work or having to do with some sort of financial situation due to ego, but things can be resolved through empathy because somebody with strong opinions might need help calming down their egos, right? So that they could see things from a different perspective. But it also means, Aries, the need for balance. So there has to be a more balanced approach to something to do with money. So you may be too worried about money or not worried enough, where you're making it all be on your partner, or you're too much, the other way, right? It does seem like there does need to be some balance here. And it seems like this is a thing for you this week, especially because, again, all of the energy in your 2nd house. So as a final outcome, we have the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is taking a time out and really stepping back for perspective. This is a really good energy to do some shadow work, go to therapy, figure out a better strategy for moving forward regarding that situation. Because if you're feeling like, yes, this is what I want to do. I'm feeling so good. I'm ready to launch. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready. But it's like the offers that you really want are not coming in. You might be getting like piecemeal or breadcrumb kind of offers, but they're not really, really what ultimately it is that you want. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, 4 of Cups, profound energy here. So you may be starting to get a little disillusioned, restless, right? Is this ever going to happen for me kind of thing? But what this tells me is there's something that you're not seeing that needs to be looked at. There's something that needs either healing, there's something that needs a reality call, a reality check, something like that. We have the Moon. So the Moon is, look, you might achieve a goal, but ultimately feel like it wasn't really worth the effort. Your emotions are running high. You might need to protect yourself from negativity. And you just want more satisfaction in your life from your work. You want more satisfaction in your life, feeling very satisfied. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is all about stepping into your power. Ideas popping, decisions coming in, and you just wanting to move on something. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, this is something new. Something that really speaks to your heart space, some sort of new offer, or new opportunity coming in. We have 2 aces in a row. That's very benefic. We have the Ace of Swords, auspicious for new beginnings, decisions, clear thinking and work, really good. Immediate change to the circumstances for the better, really good. Getting over some sort of past obstacle. But it looks like the key to it all is really going to be taking a step back, gaining perspective, and say, okay, kind of like go into the hermit mode and say, why is this not working? Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. I need to approach it from a different point. And I feel like the 4 of Swords, between the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, that is what's going to be the game changer for you, is recognizing where you need to adjust your mindset and your eyes when it comes to money, how you make money, and what it is that, what you do, and how it is that you could do something that you love. So that is what I have for you, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.